It's not the rainy season yet, but we've been having some rather wet weather this week in the Japanese countryside. We don't have the best drainage system around our house, so water does tend to pool a bit when it's pouring. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Steven and that's Yumi. Yumi often cleans and sweeps the genkan, or entrance to our house, first thing in the morning. Some say it's the sort of gateway for good luck and positive energy. Better to keep it clean and clutter-free then.
Wait.
Sounds like Mia's waking up as we're going through our morning routine. It's not long before her and her furry brother are bouncing around the place. The forecast is rain, 100% today. Guess we'll have to keep ourselves busy inside after dropping off our daughter at kindergarten. Looks like the rain has stopped. So much for the 100% rain forecast. Make the most of it and take the dog out for a walk. We enjoyed some in-season loquat fruit for breakfast. Rufy already knows where his best chance is at snapping up any falling bits. Then it's time for Mia to head off to school. Her kindergarten is up in the town, so we drive her to and from there during the week. We're lucky not to have to deal with any rush hour traffic around here. We decided to dry our clothes at the coin laundry as more rain was imminent. We don't use it much, but if you're wondering, 40 minutes of drying costs us 500 yen. While that was going on, we popped into the small hardware store in town. Yumi's looking for some wood and a few other bits to make a small bookshelf today. We also picked up a few groceries at the local supermarket. Located in the same building is a small 100 yen shop. It's quite useful with a variety of products costing only 100 yen each. Picked up the laundry on the way back home. The rice fields are very green and growing nicely now. We checked a surf spot close to our house, but as we thought, no waves around today. Back at home, and Yumi starts making some wood polish for her bookshelf using beeswax and linseed oil. She simply warms up the linseed oil, not too hot, and melts the beeswax. It's a very natural and safe polish to use. While waiting for the polish to cool and harden, we want to clean and store away our kerosene heater. We won't be needing it until winter comes around again. Any excess kerosene needs to be removed before storing away. The 100 yen shop came in handy earlier, as we could buy a small hand pump for the job.
Yeah, you got it now. That's it. That's a good rhythm.
But it's tricky to get absolutely all the kerosene oil out, so we needed to burn off the last bit. Luckily it wasn't too hot of a day, and we made use of the hot top by slowly cooking some local sweet potatoes. Another job that needed doing was cleaning and rearranging one of our storage cupboards. Stuff was building up in there and it was getting hard to find anything. I made sure to check for any surprises before sticking my hands in all over the place. Amazing how we just tend to dump things in a cupboard and then close it. Out of sight, out of mind, we might think. But it doesn't work. Much better to have things stored in a neat and clean environment. Kind of declutters your mind at the same time. Yumi's still working on her bookshelf, shaving and rounding off the edges. And her beeswax polish is now ready to use. Lunchtime, and we'll enjoy the now cooked sweet potatoes, as well as some natto and rice. As I mentioned in another video, I struggled to eat natto when I first came to Japan because of its strong flavor and powerful smell. But it's very healthy and something I've enjoyed now for many years. Something simple like rice and natto, then I do enjoy putting a raw egg in with it because that's what I saw, and that's what I saw your dad doing. The last bit of kerosene is just about burnt off. Yumi also cleans our other infrared heater, which we won't be needing for a while. The things which we do have, we try to clean and look after well, so they hopefully give us many more years of use. And in the case of heaters, warmth, which we appreciate. It slides in. A cleaner storage cupboard looks and feels better. The final stages of the bookshelf include cutting the wood and connecting all the pieces together. Before, we've been storing all of Mia's books in a cupboard, which again was getting untidy and difficult to manage. So this is a much better option now, having a clean and tidy open bookshelf. A bit of time to relax before Mia arrives home. Then it's time to take the dog for another walk. Oh dear, looks like the entrance is already a little untidy. We'll keep trying. Supposed to be raining all day, but you never know, especially on these islands. Tempura for dinner tonight, including some of the local bamboo shoots, which can only be found here on the southern islands. They're a bit different to the ones which you find on the mainland of Japan and are not bitter. Yumi makes the batter using rice flour, egg, and water. We'll also make some onion and fish tempura using local ingredients. Very tasty indeed.
ね、いただきますしないよ。いただきます。
やだだけどか。
でも頑張れ。ちょっとだけ食べて。
ピンバンバピンバンバピンバンバ。
おお。誰と一緒に食べるの？
バンブー。
美味しいよな。
お腹いっぱい。Daddy, can you eat it? ありがとうね。
そうですか。わいい。
ごちそうさまでした。
After dinner and a bath, Mia usually chooses a book for her bedtime story. Once upon a time, but if you're brave, truthful, and unselfish,
It is unselfish.
if you're kind and generous and help other people. He hadn't gotten very far when he met a selfish man named Stromboli.
What is selfish man?
Stromboli's a selfish man.
Why?
He only thinks about himself. He dived off the cliff to escape Pleasure Island, yeah.
And why? Why?
He wants to find a place to sleep. So. There's always a bunch of questions during my reading, which keeps me alert as I have to come up with some decent answers. He ended up in the belly of Monstro the whale.
Why?
Because he was probably swimming. He was swimming in the ocean to try and find Pinocchio. Maybe he was trying to swim to that Pleasure Island, I don't know. What he was at last. A real live. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.